Well, hi, I'm Jim Compton, owner of JsK Bull Ropes. And I've been getting a lot of questions about my new handle and a couple new developments that I made and changes to bull ropes, okay? I'm going to go into detail about how a bull rope handle works and why it's laced the way it is, and then explain my handle, okay? Well, first of all, we got a bull rope here on the wall that you'll see. It's actually a Brazilian. It's supposed to be a right-handed Brazilian, okay? So what happens when we're lacing the handle of a bull rope, this leather is actually going, in a right-handed rope, is going around the handle this direction, okay? It's going forward. Now we start lacing it down here. That's why when we're moving forward, we're going up the handle and it's tapered that direction. Well, the reason that works the way it does is if you take leather like this, and you'll go ahead and do that with it, okay? Well, as that handle now is going to roll forward, as you roll up on your knuckles, this leather here gives a little bit, but then it gets tight. And that keeps that handle from flipping all the way over on you. And it works just like this. Where if you take a piece of leather like this, and just go ahead and just take it, see, and we'll just go ahead and tighten it. It gets harder and harder and harder. Well, the handle's the same way, okay? But one thing about them, the handles always start out nice and stiff down here. This is a 3/4 full lace, quarter skip lace, okay? But you see up here, it starts out nice and stiff, but as you move down the handle, because each little piece of leather is given a little bit, you'll get down to here, and that's pretty soft. Especially when you get down here to this end. That's pretty soft, okay? Now, I developed this new handle of mine, that full skip lace with reverse, to go ahead and kind of counteract what's happening down here, okay? So with this, being a full skip lace with reverse, this is a right-handed rope. And you'll see, it's basically a full skip lace pattern, okay? Now, a normal skip lace bull rope is soft, so you can get up on your knuckles and ride that front end. The bad thing about them, you do have a tendency to get hung up more because as that skip lace goes down here, well, that leather's giving more and more and more until you get down to the end where you're super soft like that. Well, so what I've done to counteract that is I've made this full skip lace with reverse. And if you look at the handle, it looks different because you got a right-handed bull rope coming here. But then if you look right here, it turns into a left-handed bull rope. Now, there's a lot of people that don't make sense, but bear with me, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So as you can see, all my bull ropes with this full skip with reverse, it's got a wider block. That's what's going to help keep you from getting hung up. Them narrow handles, the narrow block that lets you roll and get on your knuckles like that, well, guess what? Your hand's flipping over, you're hung up. So the key to this is not having a hard handle with a little bitty block, but have a hard block, a hard riser, because you can see this sucker is not moving a bit, okay? And then your handle kind of soft. You can see as I go here, I can turn it a little bit. But then when I get down here, right past where your hand's gonna go, I turn it around and lace it the other direction, because as I'm lacing it this direction, I'll go ahead and finish it off down here with this cross lace. But now from this end of your handle, you got a little bit of give here, a little bit of give here, but this end of your handle is hard as well. That keeps you from your hand flipping over to get hung up from both ends of your handle. Your riser is going to help you do it here. So if you do happen to get bucked off away from your hand, it may roll a little bit, but because the riser and block's so stiff, your hand will roll out of there. This end, the same concept. So you got, this is your rideable part of your handle. This helps you keep from getting hung up, and this helps keep you from getting hung up. It works the same way, right or left-handed, Brazilians, whatever. But since I've developed this handle, it is the most popular thing going. I mean, I spend a lot of time online trying to type out what this is about. Well, guys, here it is. And I'll tell you what, and if it don't make sense to you, then, we can make your regular old bull rope the way you want. That's fine. I know old habits die hard. But if you're wanting to ride, get to the next level in your bull riding, get on your knuckles, ride that front end without that additional risk of hanging up, this is where you're at, guys. It's so good. It's been tested now for 4 or 5 years. Guys are actually saying they're riding at least 10% more bulls than they did before. Again, I can't guarantee that, but I will tell you this, you're going to love it. If you don't love it, I'll make you a bull rope any way you want. But there you are, guys. That's my full skip lace with reverse. Now the next thing I did is, well, you can see here on the wall, you got this one-piece body. Now I developed this one-piece body for a kid that was coming up from the steer riding level to the bull riding level. And at the steer riding level, he was good. He rode and he won a ton of money unless he lost his foot. If he lost a foot, it was just like it was the beginning of the end. I was like, okay, well, shoot, we'll go to the next one. Maybe he'll keep his feet. So I made this rope with this one-piece body because it's bigger to get your feet in front of, and I meant it for him to help keep his feet in front of it. Well, it didn't work out that way. But what it did work out to do is he could tell the second that he lost a foot, because he could feel it, and he shoved it right back down there where he wasn't at it before. Now, I'm not saying this is going to help you keep your feet, but I am going to tell you this, you're going to feel it. I rode a bull in tennis shoes with this body before I gave it to anybody. And I rode just as good as I did with spurs. So guys, I think it's the greatest things in sliced bread. Both these things, I've actually been copyrighted, and we got patents in the development on them. And you know, that's just a few things that I've done a little different to take bull riding to the next level. These bulls are getting ranker, and guys, we need some help to get them rode.